What is up, everybody? Dan the Fireman here. We're going to try something a little different today. We're going to be showing you what I see, and this is from a Ride Apart article. It's really cool. There's some very limited information out right now for all the new Harleys because the dealer show is going on right now in Milwaukee. And, well, they just announced the 2020 Lowrider S. I did a video on that recently, so if you haven't seen that video, check it out. I compared the 2017 and the 2020 Lowrider S. So far, the Lowrider S that's coming out right now is pretty sick. Anyways, the Harley announced new bikes, colors, and a trike for 2020. The picture that we're looking at right now is actually the Livewire. So this is that $33,000 electric motorcycle that Harley's coming out with. But supposedly it's really cool and really sleek. And John Maxwell from his YouTube channel, he's actually there. And he said he saw it in person. He likes it. He loves the look. Cannot wait to ride it. Same thing with Blockhead. He said that he can't wait to test ride it. But this is a different color. Typically you'll have the Harley orange, and this is more like a yellow, so that's a little bit different. Excited to see what's going on there. Another thing that they don't do in this article is they talk about the Pan America and the Street Fighter. Blockhead sent some pictures onto his Instagram. Looks really cool. I'm really interested in the Pan America and see how that's going to do. That is their adventure bike. And then on top of that, the Street Fighter is it's their Street Fighter bike. It's a naked sport bike with the new 2021. I think it's going to be 2021 now instead of 2020. It's their new engine. It's their new modular frame and everything. So it's pretty cool. So anyways, so Harley-Davidson just announced its 2020 model year lineup, and there are no major shakeups to report. All right, so that's great. So we're going to keep moving on down here. Of important technological note, Harley's Reflex Brembo ABS system, which has been previously an available option on some touring models, is now standard across all 2020 touring models. So that is brand new. So they're going to have a really nice ABS system, and it's going to be standard now across 2020 models instead of just a few. So if you're looking to buy one, now's the time to do it. Right here we got a new model, the new Lowrider S. That's what they talk about. I did a video on that, so like I said, check that out. It's going to have the Milwaukee-114 engine in it and the Softail chassis, so it's going to have that monoshock and then a few other special things. It's got that oil cooler and all that stuff. So the new Road Glide Limited replaces the Road Glide Ultra for 2020. And that's different. That's different. So if you're looking to get a Road Glide Ultra, and you want to have the Road Glide Ultra, you're probably going to want to get it now. I don't know if it's going to be a collector's item or not, but the new Road Glide Limited might be the thing that you're waiting for. If a trike is your speed, they say, you'll be happy to know that for 2020, they're rolling out a CVO Tri Glide as a new limited production model. And it's going to feature the Milwaukee-117 powertrain, and that's pretty badass. Okay, so for those of you that really like trikes, it might be an option for you. This is something that's really interesting, and it's new. I like trikes for the aspect of if I can't ride anymore on two wheels, this is going to offer me the balance that I need. And then on top of that, it's going to add so much luxury. Trikes are expensive though. Harley trikes are very, very expensive, so you really got to watch out for that and save up your money. Maybe sell all your other bikes that you currently own if this is the route you're taking. But another thing, guys, for the motorcycle safety aspect is that riding a trike is different than riding on two wheels. The MSF does have a class on trikes, so if you're going to jump from a two-wheel to a trike, it's going to be a little different. This way you can figure out, all the differences by going to a class. So I highly recommend going to a class, guys. So the Heritage Classic is shaking off the black-on-black look, and it's going back to its high-vis roots. The company stresses that it's mechanically identical to the outgoing model, but now everything is shiny, bright, and polished to within an inch of its life. Wear sunglasses when you look at this one outside. So if you like the black-on-black-on-black, you're probably going to want to get something now. If you want to get the chromed-out look for the new bikes, the new Heritage Classic, let's go ahead. It's right there. This is what you're going to get. You're not going to get black on black. You're going to get some chrome. We also have the Livewire here. So there's the Livewire again. So this is the electric bike that costs $33,000. And then we also have the Lowrider S, the new 2020 Lowrider S. So this right here is the thing that's really shaking things up for Harley-Davidson right now. I heard a rumor that the FXDR actually dropped in price for the 2020 models by $2,000. So maybe they're really trying to push out this. The FXDR is its own little niche thing, but I think they want this bike to be their little bit more of their premium, because this comes in at $17,999 or $18,349 or $399. Correct me if I'm wrong. Those of you in the comments. And then here's the Harley-Davidson Road Glide Limited. So it looks pretty cool. I like it. I honestly, I would prefer something a little bit smaller. This to me is just too much touring. I'm not a touring guy, so that's just my take on that. I like my FTR 1200. I kind of like those bikes. So this bike is not going to be the one for me. I prefer more so this right here. I like this bike a lot. I also like the Fat Bob. But for those of you that want a fixed fairing bike like this, go ahead and grab it. Here's another one. This is the limited in black finish. This is actually one that I like a little bit more. But Indian Motorcycles is coming out with a brand new fixed fairing touring bike called the Indian Challenger. Maybe the Challenger is a placeholder name, I don't know. But it's coming out, so I'm kind of excited about that one and seeing where that will go. But yeah, it's going to come in two-tone paint options, silver pine and spruce, or billiard red vivid black. There it is. There's your billiard red vivid black. And then you got the spruce. But yeah, so guys, that's the new 2020 model lineup. Some more information's coming out. We also got, they're patenting rider-friendly adaptive cruise control. Well, this might as well just jump into this one. This is actually very interesting. So Harley-Davidson patents group riding friendly adaptive cruise control. There you go. So this is a new technology that cars typically have. So some of the cars, what adaptive cruise control is, that you put in cruise control, you start creeping up on somebody, it actually changes the speed to match the person in front of you. So that's interesting, because motorcycles don't have that, and that's one thing that I didn't like about the cruise control that I have on my bike. It's the first bike with cruise control, is that, man, it's just like it feels a little rough and clunky to slow down, stop, turn off cruise control while you're riding, all these different things. So having adaptive cruise control is actually very nice, very safe. It's not something that I would rely on. I would definitely keep an eye on what I'm doing. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. This looks like their infotainment system, so it's going to match the speed and it's going to set a gap. So that's actually really cool. This is probably the wiring. No, this is the yeah, it's another figure. But yeah, this is the aspect right here. So it's actually going to change some things. This is the patent that they filed. It says number of companies are already working on it, and Harley-Davidson seemingly just added its name to the list. A patent published on August 15 shows that the Milwaukee brand is developing a cruise control system that only detects the vehicle ahead, but can also detect when there are more than one vehicle in the same lane, like in a group riding situation. So that's actually different than cars. So some people were talking about the Tesla not having any type of motorcycle like AI. It can't recognize a motorcycle, so when it's doing its auto drive mode or its autopilot mode, it doesn't recognize motorcycles. So maybe they could sell part of their patent to some other companies, and make some money, some royalties, because the whole group riding situation is very important. Might as well add that into cars where it can detect more than one vehicle in the same lane. So that might actually help out a lot. At the end of the day, hopefully car drivers are just, paying attention. All right, guys, that right there is the Harley-Davidson patents group riding friendly adaptive cruise control, and we have the new 2020 Harley-Davidson colors and a new 2020 model lineup. It's really cool. The Trike is a new Trike for 2020, all those different things. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I just wanted to get you guys some information right now as quick as I can without any editing. And I'll be seeing you around.